We will find out. See, I'm just going to be doing some Black Mage leveling, because that's like pretty much the only thing I want to stream, or can stream, that I don't give a shit if it gets kind of interrupted by anything. So, yeah. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Now my descriptions just randomly change when they bloody want, which is fucking annoying. Ooh. Do I risk... Do I risk... doing the near stuff on Friday? It is weekly, and I'd honestly be a bit of a dummy to get to this point and then miss it, because or have to wait another whole week for progress. Yeah, I should probably do that, honestly. And, like, you'd hope the stream would be up for enough to, at least do, like, 20 minutes of a quest line. If it is actually that long. Could be jinxing myself, because I don't know when, these quests start doing anything other than just being kind of, travel into raid, grab item, and leave. Hello, friends. The Dow Dwarf is raring to do his part to help the cause. Yes. I was wondering when you'd come by again. The items you brought back last time are perfect, but I'm hoping to have more stock before I head to Yulmore to do my peddling. Could I trouble you to go on another foray into the crater? I mean, sure, I can do that. I'll probably want to be summoner for that. Actually, hold on a second. Did that not have a... Oh, maybe it let me maybe it let me accept the quest, but I can't finish it unless I'm in a level 80 job. Actually, while we're running around, let's look back at what we've learnt so far. Okay. So I think the last message I had, like... Right, yeah. I was wondering how, like, 2B and 9S were able to come to this world but still get, like, zipped back, to the other world if they had, like... Oh, damn it, I'm not gonna be able to... Because if I remember correctly, oh my god, I'm gonna have to do that again, fuck me. I should really just move that screen, but... Actually, I should do that. Put you you somewhere more sensible. So we can at least see the center of the screen. Right. I found out that 2B and 9S accessed the spheres before this all started, which is why they knew about the machine lifeforms' plans to take over our world. They added their own data to that of the machine lifeforms when copies were being made. Like some sort of technological virus, apparently, so that they could come here and stop the machines. Yeah, so the idea is that 2B and 9S sent their data through to the other world, along with the machine lifeforms, which I assume works on a similar theory to the way they can back up their data, and also, spoiler, but the thing I'm curious about is, like, well, actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of unclear if 2B and 9S, like... Oh, no, they disappeared in the final cutscene after we killed, her in fluorescence. Yeah. So they did get, like, zapped back to wherever they came from, presumably near world. Which begs the question of, like, okay, well, like, what of them was considered enough from the previous world to warrant being zapped back like that? Because it sounds like a lot of the machine life forms were created here. There you are. Are you able to find anything of interest? Same shit as last time, I think. Marvelous. With the addition of this slot, I'm now ready to set forth. Truth be told, I'm a little daunted by the prospect of going all the way to Yulmore, but if I have confidence in myself, and some grog is always good for that, I'm sure that all will be well. Oh yes, I'll see to it our wares fetch the best coin they can, and prove to everyone I'm worth more than the ale I can hold. Thanks for all your help, my friend. I'll be fine from here, and you can let the chief know as much. I'm struggling to get the fucking words out. Hey buddy, how's it going? Lally ho there, ho, Aldine. Okay. Be pleased to hear another recording device has arrived. Yeah, of course. Thanking you. Hey, buddy. Glag. I know what you're up to. Oh, yes, I can see through your ruse. You pretend to be a friend while spreading vile rumors about me behind my back. Well, you're not going to drive me out of my own village. I'd rather die beardless and dry. You hear me? Beardless and dry. Ugh. What am I doing? Well, it seems the visit I paid Glag the other day backfired. Hard to tell if trying to reach out to him is better than not doing anything. But that's enough about Glag. Let's talk about cheerier things. Owing to everyone's hard work, the village is starting to look like itself again. This had the effect of inspiring another one of us to volunteer to help. The fellow's been wanting to speak with you, so let me call him over. Okay. Oi, Aldine's here, if you wanted a word. Chief, Aldine. I've always believed that our actions speak for us, and I've always respected them as dared to make things happen rather than sitting around. Oh, okay, yeah. And sitting around is what I've been doing while you labor to rebuild our village, and it made me ashamed of myself. I want to help too, if you'll have me. Whatever problems we may have had in the past, having more comrades can only be a good thing. We'll let him join us, of course. I'm glad we're on the same page. Thanks for giving me a chance. I'm ready to work. Just tell me what you need me to do. I'll start by having a chat with a fellow and see how he can contribute to the cause. Perhaps you can look in on him later. I'm sure he'd appreciate hearing from you. Oh, now from the Decisive Dwarf as well, or... That's the person we're going to be receiving the weekly from now. Oh, okay, yeah. How to catch an automaton. The Decisive Dwarf regards you with the steely determination of someone who's about to ask a favor. Alright. Then. Collection. Not the field record. Konog's message. The White Spheres have ties to 2B9S's world, which is almost inconceivably advanced. I found that data there is stored by machines bearing the names of gods, and even the tiniest glimpse of the smallest portion of it reveals memories by the hundreds. People's memories. What does it mean? I need to know. I found that the data there is stored by machines bearing the names of gods. And even the tiniest glimpse of the smallest portion of it reveals memories by the hundreds. People's memories. What could that possibly be referencing? Like, the only thing, that really... The only thing you can... Or, the only world that you could possibly try and, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like... use as a frame of reference for these statements is the world of Nier Automata. Because if this is just talking about a different world entirely, then who the fuck knows, right? I've found that the data there is stored by machines bearing the names of gods. Now that's... I don't know actually how to interpret that. The only thing I can think of is a spoiler for Automata. So, we do know that a lot of the notable machines, are named after, like, significant figures in human history, either fictitious or otherwise. So, like... There's Engels, Pascal, like, Adam and Eve, and, like, you could interpret those as godly beings. Like, one of the big things that runs through, Nier Automata narratively is, like human-centric thinking. That, like, humans are, like, unique, special, and everything they come up with is, you know, prodigious and, not flawless necessarily, but, like... I can't think of the word to describe it, but, like... It would not surprise me if... the machines... Oh, man, yeah, really worried about, like, just spoiling it here, but, like, I do have a spoilers folder, but, I'll just change the text to say near. There we go. Yeah, so once this disappears, then I'll be done. Cool. So, it's shown in later stages in the game that a lot of the machine life forms, like, well, the machine life forms and the androids in general basically revere humans. Like, the machine life forms that start to form some semblance of sentience end up copying humans, like, endlessly, over and over. They're not, like, and the whole, like, overarching narrative is that these things keep happening, they keep being repeated by the machines, but they don't actually get anywhere new, because they're too fixated on humanity as, like, a core, like, pivot around everything they're trying. There's the kingdom of machines that are trying, like, a patriarchy, there's the commune of machines, there's, the machines who are just, like, running a circus, like, there's a lot you could read into as, like, being, like, the reason that the machines and the androids, like, cannot advance is because they literally cannot get past humanity. Like, the androids need the human motivation to be able, the androids need the detail that the humans are on the moon, and, you know, they need to retake Earth for them to return as motivation to even keep going. The first thing machines do that aren't just, like, literally mindless is replicate a lot of shit that they do or that humans did. So it wouldn't strike me as weird if they started naming other machines or themselves after notable humans or figures in human lore. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if like, you know, figures like Engels, Pascal, and stuff, generations on, once the machines have, like, been iterating enough, that they're basically considered gods. The bit that's also weird here, though, is that, so, yeah, I could absolutely buy that there are machines who are just basically named after people. That would be consistent both with Automata and how it names its sentient machine life forms, but it would also kind of match on to the whole idea that the machines are just endlessly drawing from humanity, and they put them on such a pedestal that they would be considered gods. Like, that's one potential reading of this. And even the tiniest glimpse of the smallest portion of it reveals memories by the hundreds. People's memories. Now, the thing that immediately comes to mind with this is Project Gestalt. Because the whole deal with that was that, the whole deal with that was to create machines, or androids rather, that you could put the memories and souls of people back into, so that they could live after the catastrophe that happened very early on in the crossover between the Drakengard 1 endings and the beginning of Nier. Now, I don't know whether I want to... now, I don't know whether I would interpret this line here as an amalgam of machines, kind of like a particular side story in Nier, where there are a bunch of like innumerable machines who created a pile and basically shot themselves off into off of the Earth to explore the universe. Thus, the memories of all the machines are kind of interlinked. Thus, like tiniest glimpse would show you multitudes of machines' memories. Or if they are the humans' memories, which would imply something has happened to what happened on the moon. Or the deal with the moon. And, like, I don't really want to sit here and be like, well, this matches onto the literal events of Nier Automata, because we're dealing with, like, parallel universes and shit like that in such a way that, like, the 2B and 9S of Nier Automata would not know what the fucking white spheres are, for one. That in and of itself probably moves this to don't think about it, it's just the general universe, not a literal kind of follow-up or anything like that. But yeah, that's like the most I can get from it. It sounds like, if I were to guess, machine life forms made it to the moon and have either amalgamated or subsumed the memories of humans that were kept there. Or it's simply Konog being confused with the concept of a network, potentially. Although I feel like there'd be more in the writing to suggest that maybe Konog is misunderstanding something. And obviously, like, this line here obviously means that, like, he doesn't completely understand what's going on. But I don't think there's anything within this note that suggests that he's misinterpreting. Shit, how am I trying to... I need to word this carefully, because it could come off as, no, I am saying that... I'm fairly confident that the thing Konog is saying is literally accurate, but probably described maybe a little bit from the perspective of someone who doesn't understand, instead of, no, what he's actually looking at is a network, because I feel like there would be some kind of hint within this message to suggest that he's missing something. But yeah, like, small portion. Yeah. I can only do so much, I can only do so much speculation before that becomes just, okay, let me just try and pull things out of my ass now. Now, that was our Nier jaunt for the week.